December is crazy with the sneaker releases, guys, and there's a lot of shoes to go over, so we're just gonna jump right into it. As a quick aside though, like so we don't interrupt the video and stuff, I want to let you guys know that we are doing the dream shoe giveaway for December on Friday's episode, Sneaker Mystery Box Friday. It's gonna be a huge box obviously, but what's even more crazy is that the shoe is gonna be $1,500 in value. So that is correct. If you guys want to win your dream sneaker of up to $1,500 in value, then check out that Friday's video, man. That is a heads up to you guys as a thank you for watching this video. Anyway, let's get into it. December sneakers buyer's guide. So starting off the month on December 7th, that is probably the biggest day for sneakers. Like, I can't believe it, but there are so many sneakers dropping that day, and there's a lot of heat that day as well. So December 7th, Christmas basically for sneakers. We're starting it off with the Doernbecher line. So if you guys don't know what the Doernbecher line is, basically every single year Nike teams up with Doernbecher Hospital and they drop a line of sneakers, a whole bunch of different models and stuff with the kids at the hospitals. Honestly, like one of my favorite collabs that happens every single year, and it's just a really good thing because Nike gives back to the kids in the hospital, and whatever money they make and stuff from the shoe sales and stuff goes back to the kids so they can pay for like medical bills and stuff like that. So it's a really respectable thing, and I want to preface this that we focus on resale of these shoes and stuff, but for the Doernbecher line, all of the shoes are fire, man. Whether they have resale or whether they don't have resale, the fact that these kids are like creating their dream sneakers on their own is just such a really cool thing to see. So if my resale prediction for a shoe is low, it doesn't mean that the kid's shoe is bad. It just means that I don't think that it will do well in the resale market. Anyway, first shoe that we got over here is the Zoom Pegasus Turbo 2. This one is an interesting one for sure. I kind of like it actually. This one is a green sneaker. It has a panda with a custom Nike swoosh on the shoe. I think that this one is pretty fire, to be honest. This one was designed by Sawyer Miller, and I think Sawyer did a really good job on this. So shout out to Sawyer, man. This one will be retailing for $180, releasing on December 7th, as I mentioned. And this one, in terms of resale, I don't think it will be super high per se, but it'll probably be about $20 to $30 over retail pricing. So all of these shoes are dropping on December 7th, like I mentioned. This one is the Air Max Triax. I don't know how to say that, man. This is a Nike model I've never seen before. But this one is a more like kind of patriotic and actually looks like something Nike would design themselves. A lot of nods to Boom or Branson's favorite things on his shoe. I think this one won't have high resale though. Again, probably similar to the Zoom Pegasus, so maybe a couple bucks over retail, but I wouldn't expect too much from this particular model. Next one is a Nike React Element 55 model. This one will be retailing for $130. This one was designed by Kalia, and it has a lot of nods to her favorite things running across the shoe. You guys can see there's like a football back here. It says K-Strong on here. So really like this one over here, and I think this one has a chance for decent resale. This one will probably be closer to about 200-ish, I think, because the React model is like newer and a lot of people like the tech. So I would expect this one to have a little bit better resale than the previous two that we just saw. Dedication to the craft, man. This one was made by Desiree, and it is on the SB Janoski line. And for this one, she said that she tried out 100 different colored pencils until she found the color palette that she wanted, man. Like, she really wanted it perfect, and I respect that grind so much. That's so sick. And this one is actually a pretty dope color palette, to be honest, man. Like, I think this one will do pretty well on resale. So I'm guessing for this one, it'll probably be about $160 or so. So almost double retail value because the Janoski line is $90. So that is a good shoe to target over there if you guys are looking for resale. But if you guys are just looking for something cool to rock, this one is probably one of my favorites as well. Okay, so 2 shoes left for the Doernbecher line. I told you guys there's a lot of them. This one is the Air Force One Low, and this one will be retailing for $100, and it is a women's exclusive shoe. This one is a popular model for sure. You guys know the Air Force One Low goes hard, and this one is designed by Zion. This is a very fire design, and that's why I get so hyped over the Doernbecher series every single year, because these kids are like legit artists, man. Like, this could be a shoe that Nike puts out and it would sell for a whole bunch of money because it's a well-made shoe. So congratulations to Zion on this one. This is a fire sneaker, and I think in terms of resale, it'll do about 180-ish or so, so almost double retail as well. As always, the Doernbecher line always has one Jordan model that comes in with each drop, maybe sometimes even 2, but this year's model was the Jordan 14, and it was designed to look like the TCU Horned Frogs. Really killed it on this one, man. Very nice design Jordan 14. A lot of good colors on here. Resale, I'm not sure though. For resale, I'm thinking that it'll be about 250-ish or so, maybe even 300, but it's probably not going to be too high just because the Jordan 14 model is not like a highly coveted model, you know. So it's a niche market, but in terms of design on the shoe and stuff, as I said, this one is fire. So cop if you guys want for personal, but yeah, not too crazy on resale here. And December 7th keeps it rolling with even more shoes, guys. I'm not sure why they're dropping everything on the same day. Like, spread out the days, but December 7th is basically Christmas. So another shoe that is dropping that day is the Jordan 1 High Fearless. And this one is like in an iridescent kind of colorway, and it will be dropping for $175, which is $15 higher than the average retail price of a Jordan 1 High, which is usually like $160. A lot of people are really hyped over this shoe, and it's a pretty unique sneaker. I mean, that iridescent look obviously hits differently in the light, kind of like a chameleon, but in terms of resale, I'm not sure that this one will do well. It's already going on the aftermarket for about $210, which is not a good sign for resale, man, especially when the retail is $175. It probably won't do well on resale. Leather is a bit stiffer. It doesn't look very crazy. So I think this one is one to stay away from if you guys don't want for personal. For personal, yes, try to cop at retail, obviously, but resale, probably not that good. And also on December 7th, again, we have two sneakers dropping in collaboration with Ama Meniere. So there is an Air Force 1 low model and also an Air Force 1 high model. For the low model, they will be retailing for $170. Supposedly, there's only 5,269 pairs available. It's actually shown on the shoe over here what number pair you have. So that is kind of cool, and that means it's very, very exclusive. And this one is nicknamed the Hand Wash Cold because if you guys look at that upper, it looks like something you guys really got to take care of. Like, has that handle with care kind of look, and that's the look they were going for. And it's just a really nice color palette, so I can see why people are so hyped over this shoe. The pre-sale prices are insane. They're selling for like $800 to $1,000, which is ridiculous pre-sale, guys. That's very, very high. However, I'm thinking that after they actually drop, people will be like, I don't need it that bad, so it'll probably go to about $400 or $500, which is still very good for resale. So this is probably one of the best ones to target on December 7th in terms of resale pricing. If we look at the high over here, which will be dropping the same day, but for a retail price of $180, this one is probably not going to do as well as the low counterpart. Same exact kind of design, however, the lows are more popular than the Air Force 1 highs, and that means that people won't really be attracted to the highs as much. However, pre-sale prices for this one are also very high at $550, not as high as the lows, but $550 is a lot of money. But I'm thinking that this one will actually drop to maybe about $300 to $400 after the release, maybe even a little bit lower. I don't know, this one just doesn't look as clean as that Air Force 1 low look, so I don't know. Anyway, that's another good resale target to target that day for December 7th. Oh my goodness, is this really on December 7th too? Okay. Also on December 7th, there is a CLOT collab with Jordan 1 Mid Fearlesses, and this one's going to be for $130. Now, this is probably the best Fearless collaboration of that entire series. Like, this is fire. I don't know what to say. CLOT, very cool company out in China, but the shoe just goes so hard. Like, look at those details and stuff, guys. Very crazy, and you guys know it's going to be lit for resale. These are pre-selling right now for about $500 on the aftermarket, retailing for $130. And I'm thinking that post like the drop and stuff, they'll probably go down to about $300 for the larger sizes, and then probably about $400 plus for money sizes. So it'll stay high, guys. Like, this is a fire shoe, and maybe a mid. If this was on a high, that would probably be touching almost $1,000 on resale, but mid still looks really clean. And so for December 14th, probably one of the most anticipated drops of the year is the Jordan 11 Bred, guys. It's coming back again, being retroed once again in 2019, and it will be retailing for $220, dropping on Sneakers app and all over the place as well. Supposedly, from what I've heard, there's going to be 1 million to 2 million pairs available, which is a ridiculous amount of shoes, guys. Like, if you are even remotely on time on the app, you should get a pair. Like, that's a lot of shoes. These are basically a must cop for the personals. But in terms of resale and stuff, it's kind of hard to say, guys. Like, the Bred 11 is so iconic and just so fire that I could potentially see these even after the 1 million or 2 million pairs are sold. I could see these hitting the aftermarket at about $280 or so. So there is some potential there for resale. However, guys, just cop the Bred for personal, man. Like, you guys don't need to resell this shoe. It's too fire to not have in your collection. Like, get the shoe. It should be easy. Just try, and you guys should get the shoe. Like, I'm not even kidding. 1 million pairs is ridiculous. And now we've gotten to the part of the month where Nike's done their thing. December 7th is done. Now it's all Adidas from here on out, guys. Coming out on December 14th for $220 is the Yeezy 350 V2 Yeezy. I'm not sure what Yeezy means. Like honestly, even on the box, it's like labeled as Yeezy for the color. I'm thinking though, because like Kanye has like this really strong connection with God and stuff right now, that Yeezy is supposed to be a play on Yeezy and Israel. Israel. It makes sense. And I'm thinking for this one, because it looks so close to semi-frozen yellow, resale won't be super high, probably about 280 to 300-ish, if even that, on the aftermarket. So if you guys like the color, that's cool. It's a cool name. Yeah, new Yeezy. On December 16th is a very, very different Yeezy though. It is the Yeezy 500 High in the slate colorway, and this one will be retailing for $220 as well. The resale is actually not bad on this High. It doesn't look too bad of a shoe. Obviously that same kind of design as the Yeezy 500, but in a high form, so it's a little bit more stretched out, looks a little bit more like a boot. And I saw the Seth Fowler's review on this and it looks pretty clean on feet, not gonna lie. I don't know what it is, but the 500 model just really resonates with me now, so I kind of dig it. Anyway, in terms of resale, I'm potentially seeing about 320-ish on the aftermarket, so $100 over retail. Higher resale than the Yeezy. That one will be a one to target as well, December 16th on Yeezy Supply and Adidas.com. Then on December 20th, there will be a Yeezy 350 again, but this one is called the Yecheil, or May God Live in Hebrew. That one will be retailing for $220, and this is a cleaner design, so I think it will have higher resale potential. So looking in the ballpark of about $300 to $350 or so. That's the one to target if you guys want the resale value. And finally, rounding out the month of December and ending the month early actually, is December 20th drop of the Off-White Dunk SB Lows in 3 different colorways: University Gold, Red, and Pine Green. They will be retailing for $170, and resale is flipping insane on these things. It's so hard for me to predict this because I don't know what's going on. Like, they're reselling right now on the aftermarket for pre-sale prices at about $1,000 or so. I think that number will drop to probably $600 to $700, but who really knows, man? Like, these aren't like super crazy shoes, and because there's 3 different colorways, I can't imagine they'll be touching like $1,000, but maybe it's there. Who knows? Maybe their stock is so low that people will pay that kind of money for an Off-White SB Dunk Low. Anyway, my favorite one is probably the Pine Green, but in terms of resale, I would say red, then the gold, then the green, but they'll probably all be about the same price range anyway. So try to target that. Good luck. It will be on Sneakers app and potentially some retailers as well. And that is actually it for the month of December. Like I said, there was a lot of shoes out there, a lot of hype, and we only talk about the hype shoes on the Sneakers Buyer's Guide, but trust me, there are a lot of other shoes dropping as well. If it wasn't mentioned in this video, it doesn't mean that the shoe isn't like cool, and it doesn't mean you guys shouldn't go for it. It just means that I don't think there will be resale value on that. Again, it's all about wearing what you like, copying what you like. So good luck in the month of December, guys. Like, there are a lot of things to cop, and I'm hoping you guys at least get one shoe from this list. It'll probably be that Jordan 11 Bred, let's be honest, guys. A million pairs. There's one for everybody, literally. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys are new here and you guys really enjoy the Sneakers Buyer's Guide, then don't forget to hit that like button. Like, that helps me a lot on the channel. So hit that like button. Let me know you guys want to see more videos like this. Also, subscribe down below if you guys are new here. And until next time, guys, stay humble, stay blessed, take care. I will see you guys on the next video. Aloha. Shoot!